Okay, Kev, go to the address bar, type in i1os.com.
What is that exactly?
It's short for Internet One operating system.
Okay. Adventure?
Yep. Okay, this is a desktop, kind of like the Windows desktop, like your wallpaper and stuff. So to create a file, right click on the picture, the wallpaper, go to new, create ML script, or new ML script file, name it whatever you want to call it.
Should I call it Kevin a Sudbury ML?
Sure.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh wait. Holding down the shift key on your keyboard, click on Kevin of Sudbury, the text, like the new file you just created. Okay. Resize that window so it takes up like a half your screen.
Like there?
Yeah. Or here, I'll show you how you can do it. You can grab a bit of the screen, like to drag something like this.
Okay.
Let go. And then you can say fit to your selection.
Okay. So you kind of go in the corner of the screen, like right here?
Yeah.
On one right down here?
Or any corner that's easiest.
What'd you do when it's like this kind of thing?
No, that
Well,
moves,
not when.
that moves the whole window.
Yeah, don't resize the window, but just inside,
Okay.
up a bit.
Anyway,
You can do the next one.
Yeah, I'll do the next one.
Select the remaining space.
Okay.
Well, anywhere that that doesn't click on something else. Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the bottom.
I'll
Okay.
do it again. And did it do it?
Oh,
Or
you
I
can
gotta
do it again.
right?
Don't go off the screen. Okay, that should be good. Now click on Kevin of Sudbury. Just click on it without the shift key. Go to its system menu, which is the little icon on the top of the window.
Right here?
Yeah. Click on it. Other click. Click on fit. Okay. On the left side is your program. On the right side is your code,
Yeah.
which is you're telling your computer how to make what to do. So in your notepad,
That's called Notepad here?
yeah, notice how up here it says notepad.
Okay.
That's just indicating here is just Kevin of Sudbury, your program.
Yeah.
So we'll get something started by, we can put like your, you can say value equals Kevin of Sudbury.
Or you just use the word text.
I can use that as an option too.
Period?
Yep.
What if you wanted period in your text? You gotta hit
No. As long, you can have a period in your text. Here, I showed you with this, with file save, just like a normal notepad.
Okay.
Oops. Notice there's no changes. But once you saved it, you don't see the result until you reload it,
Okay.
because you just changed the program.
Okay.
So you got to go to the system menu
Refresh.
and refresh. See how it says Kevin of Sudbury?
Yeah.
So Matt was wondering if you can put periods.
Yeah.
So draw another period there, just so that you see the period at the end. Hit F2 for the quick way of saving.
So F2 saves?
Yeah, you'll notice in the notepad at the bottom, the status bar,
Yeah.
when you hit F2 it should say it's saving. See how it animated saving file?
Yeah.
If you try it now, F2 again, a warning will pop up and saying that there was no detectable changes. So
Okay.
it's just saying that you've already saved it.
Saved it.
So now it might say Kevin O'Savary with a period. That's what we're hoping for. Here, I'll just reload it.
Okay.
See how there's a period at the
Yeah.
end? So what it's looking for is actually a period at the end of the line to indicate that it's the end of the sentence. So all other periods are just actual periods.
Yeah.
So say you wanted to change the color of the font, go to the next line down. With Notepad, you'll notice that you have to hit return at the end of a line, like if you're at the end of it.
Enter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Type in the word color, and you might have to use the American version, OR, right now. I'll have the Canadian upgrade later. I'm not sure if it's in yet.
Okay. Equals?
Yeah. Can you guess?
Red?
Sure. And remember, it's end of statement.
Period.
I use periods to indicate that.
Just one?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, do you remember how to save it?
Me.
There's two ways.
F2?
Okay. Do you remember how to reload it? You notice the difference?
Red?
Okay. Say you want to make the font bigger.
Do you go font? Equals?
Yeah, but this time, instead of just font,
Yeah.
we'll go font size. But this time it has to be a capital S for size.
Is there a space?
There's no space actually, but I'll improve the language later so you'll have more options.
Okay.
But this is the actual JavaScript way.
Okay. Equals?
Yeah. Now you can, I'm not sure what the default one is, but it's probably like 10. So if you type in like 30, it'll be 3 times bigger. And you have to type in PX, or else Firefox won't show it properly. PX is short for pixels. Your screen is divided into so many pixels across and so many down. So you're saying you want your font size to be 30 pixels high.
Okay.
So put in end of statement again. You'll notice the PX shorthand everywhere when you're declaring something a size in pixels.
Okay.
You can declare it in pixels or percentage. If you say 32 percentage, then a lot of cases that'll be 32% of the screen or whatever layer it's in. Okay, let's see if the font size has changed.
Do you save it, eh? F2? And you refresh. Yeah.
So if you wanted to make it twice as big, how would you do that?
Save it, or did you already?
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. I'll teach you another style, which is called text align. Later on I'll just rename it to a line. But say you want to have it centered or to the right.
Okay.
See how your Kevin O'Savary
It's on
says
the
it's
left.
to the left?
Yeah.
You'll notice that there's a pattern with whenever there's two words, like text align,
Yeah.
you'll notice that all words except for the first word are capitalized. Like see how font size is 2 words and the second word is capitalized?
Yeah.
Because the limitations of the JavaScript, or the way they designed it, they didn't want spaces, just because it makes it hard to execute, I guess, or hard to work with. So they capitalized every word except for the first one. You'll just notice this pattern with it.
Okay.
So when I say
First
text
was-
align,
The second was capitalized, first one ain't?
yeah, that's right. So text won't be capitalized, but align will be, and there won't be any spaces. IGN. So you want to center it or to put it to the right. You have two options. You can either say left, right, center, or justified.
Let's justify me.
That means if you have a really large paragraph, they'll try and space it out so it looks like a block
Okay.
sort of thing.
Cool.
You don't use it too often, but if you think about it, sometimes it looks nice.
Is that?
Yeah,
Is it our,
there's the Canadian way is RE, but JavaScript was designed with the
ER?
American.
Okay.
But once I upgrade it, I'll add the Canadian versions. I've already done that in a lot of places, but not here. So now if you save it and run it, you should notice you must have saved it already.
Yeah. Cool.
So if you got tired of the process of saving and or refreshing or whatever, you can type in a function that will reload the page for you automatically. Like what I use is when double clicking on the application, it'll reload itself. So that way you don't have to go to the menu and say refresh or whatever.
Okay.
I'll show you. I'll just type it in, and I'll explain a little bit as I go. The way JavaScript events work are like when it listens to events, like if the mouse clicked on it or if the mouse double clicked on something, or it all starts with the word on. On, you'll notice there's a lot, like on click, on double click, on mouse over, on mouse down, like if the mouse button is down, or on mouse up. Like there's a few times when you might need those specific ones. In this case, we'll go with on double click. They don't actually spell out the whole word double. They go on DBL, so like that's short for on double.
Okay.
Click. So that's supposed to mean on double click.
Okay.
And I'll make this easier later. So I'm saying on double click equals this function. And then function start and end with curly brackets.
Okay.
There beside the P. See the letter P on the keyboard?
Yeah.
They're the
Yeah.
curly, you got square brackets and curly
Yeah.
brackets on those things. So you gotta hit shift and those that
Okay.
key. And there's places for the straight brackets and there's places for the curly brackets.
Okay.
But you'll mostly see the curly brackets. They indicate. So what this is meaning now is when I double click on this thing, it's going to run whatever I tell it to inside here. But it's not going to run this until I double click.
So you double click on that to run that.
Yeah, so I'll go window, location, reload. I'll save that. I'll refresh it one last time and see if this works. So I'll double click now and see if it reloads. See how it's reloading?
Yeah.
So now, this is a little bit advanced, but it's just to save you from right clicking all the time.
Okay.
If you want, I can just hide that for you. So you don't really have to get there yet.
Yeah.
But now you can just double click on that and it'll reload it. So now you can type your stuff, hit F2, and then go
Save
over
it
here.
with F2, then double click.
Yeah. So like, say you wanted to make that a little smaller. I'll go 30 and then I'll double click. See, it's a little faster now.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see what